Ladies and gents, welcome to Reaction. This is what the F is happening now. And other two clips of something about Ghislaine. I see the thumbnail and something I'm guessing Asmon's gonna talk about Asmon thing. So there are three. This is a Trump and Obama thing, then it's a Jeffrey Epstein thing, and then something related to Asmon, I'm guessing. These are the three clips. Again, why am I watching Asmon? Because yeah, Asmon usually is up to date with things that are happening. Like that's how he's the biggest Twitch streamer. And yeah, I don't usually, I'm living in India, I don't usually get the information that fast. Sometimes like, oh wait a minute, that happened. So this is like how people say Asmon News Network. So don't bother commenting, you reacting to reactor. Okay, first of all, I'm not sitting here and just watching somebody say something and just agreeing with them. I have some shit to say based on something, right? I would have this view anyway, but I would annoy my friends with it. This way I can annoy you with it, right? So like, what is the criteria of things? So certain things happen. Asmon is like, Asmon has influence. He usually makes headlines sometimes, he and her son both. So is he just a YouTuber or something? Or is he someone with the influence? So I'm reacting to someone who has influence and reacting to the events. Again, like, you know, he usually doesn't have a source of where he's getting video, usually from Twitter. I don't use Twitter that much. I have Twitter, but I don't use it. I don't even know if I have password of that or not. I don't even know how Twitter works. I'm pretty sure it's regionally connected, I think, like how YouTube is. So I wouldn't even get certain news that he's getting. I don't know. So that's why I watched this video. So yeah, let's watch this one.
There is this situation recently. Basically, Donald Trump is going to arrest Obama and he's going to charge him for treason. No, he isn't? Okay. I'm going to show the clip of him saying it. Tulsi Gabbard just handed Donald Trump the receipts to launch a criminal investigation on bomb sale claims.
Tulsi Gabbard, yeah, okay, her. Wait a minute, she's Indian, right? Or Indian descent, I don't know. Tulsi, I think she is. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Yeah, so Indian origin at least, not Indian. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the defense something. She's in defense or something, right? Like Trump put her there. So yeah, as far as, yeah, if there is something like they would do the investigation, I guess it depends. But I don't know whether, he's a former president. I don't know how far they can go with it. I don't know.
Barack Obama admin manufactured Russian collusion hoax. Here we go. Trump declares that Obama is guilty of treason.
But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. He's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason.
See how brilliant Trump is? He could say Barack Obama and people like, yeah, that guy that we had as president, his base. Barack Hussein Obama, oh, now it's a race card. And let's just say people don't have certain feeling among certain group of people right now, in his base at least. So this is amplifies things. So he has to say Barack Hussein Obama.
They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election.
Damn,
and we
really?
have all of the documents. President Obama, it was his concept, his idea, but he also got it from crooked Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill. Crooked Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill.
What?
I was thinking about that for a minute. I said, what the fuck you mean? Yeah, he's even posting this, bro. He posted this.
$3 bill? Do you have $3 bill? What the fuck does that mean, $3 bill?
This is illegal? Doesn't matter. He's the president.
Okay, you know what? I have to watch that shit again because this, man, AI is so good, man. Obviously, Trump's certain angle doesn't look great. Like that doesn't feel like Trump the way his face look. I don't know, but yeah.
Posted this. This is illegal? Doesn't matter. He's the president. Yep. Do you think it's pettiness? Do you want Obama in jail? If he...
The fuck you mean this is illegal? Like people can use the creative ways to, like, isn't that you know, like protected from, like, you know, First Amendment, the free speech, free expression? Like he's just putting out a video. What do you mean? Okay, he means like actually arresting him. Otherwise video can't be illegal. Come on.
He was trying to change the outcome of the election, then yeah, absolutely. Like if he gets convicted, sure. Like I don't think anybody should be above the law.
Yeah, okay, look, man, here's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm with Asmon, but that is the simple person in me, right? A simple way of thinking, black and white type of thinking. Like, yeah, if you break the law, you should go to jail. And that is how it should be. But let's think about the more nuance behind it, right? There's more nuance behind it, which is why I think that's never going to happen, because judges and federal judges and Supreme Court knows this. Okay, let's say Obama is found, oh, wait a minute, he did do all this shit. Okay, let's see details of that. Is it completely black and white, like he just did that? Like, okay, he did the voter fraud or whatever. No, it's not. It's like he kind of influenced it. He kind of told certain people who told other people. It's so via, right? It's not directly. Okay, so that could set a precedent. Like, okay, Obama's getting arrested. That is setting a precedent now. What's going to happen in the future is that any precedent that is a precedent, doing presidential thing, if she has to make a snap judgment, that person won't do that, because now that person has to first think about, wait a minute, am I going to get trouble in the future where I'm going to get convicted for doing presidential thing that I'm elected for? I am president. Am I going to like, okay, this is a critical thing, I need to make decision, we are all in the, war room, wait a minute, somebody could, theoretically come after me with any small evidence here and there and can convict me. So I'm not going to, let's take a break, and country suffers for it. President can't be president like that. You already has Congress that is very slow. If president is also that, what's the point of president? Right? So that shit is never happening, even if Obama is guilty. That's the sad reality, right? That is same thing that happened to Trump in recent time before the, current presidency. Their Congress constantly like, okay, president can do president things. Even if he's wrong, we can't say he's guilty while he was president and making decision. Outside of it, sure. And if it's direct and something completely like authoritarian, yeah, instant impeachment and instant go to jail type of shit. And even there, like, it's probably impeachment, not go to jail. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Because nobody wants to set a precedent that president of the United States can't make certain decision, because that means next president can do snap judgments. It's going to fuck with them. So this is why I think nothing's going to happen with this one, even if it's true.
Including Trump. Like, that's the reason I wanted the Epstein files released. That's, of course, it should be the case. Duh.
It's the biggest, second biggest
of course.
scandal.
So-
The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign.
There's no
Leslie.
real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's
No.
all over the
Oh,
place.
man.
Leslie,
Sir.
they spied on my campaign and they
Can
got
I
caught.
say
man.
something?
Look,
Can't
let me
put
tell
on
you.
things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied
And-
on my campaign.
we-
And you will see that, Leslie. And you know that, but you just don't want to put it on
No,
the air.
as a matter of fact,
You will see that and you will know it. And now here he is. Oh, man. Attorney
See, the thing is, I don't believe Obama did anything like that. Not because he's some white knight in shining armor or some shit like that. I don't see Obama being that stupid. You can give anything to Obama, but Obama being that stupid is not something you should give, right? So Obama would not do that. And if Obama did something, it won't be something that you can just prove. I just know that. So whatever evidence that Tulsi gave is going to be so like indirect. This is not going to mean anything. So I don't see that shit happening.
Bondi announced that she is meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell to expose the truth about Jeffrey Epstein. Bondi seeks
Isn't
to
it
find
Ghislaine?
uncharged third parties
It's
and
not Gillis, it's Ghislaine, right? It's Ghislaine.
further evidence of Epstein's child trafficking operation.
Would you urge the Attorney General to see?
I don't know anything about it. They're going to what? Meet her?
They're gonna, your Deputy Attorney General reached out to Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney, asking for a new interview.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but I think it's something that would be, sounds
He knows
appropriate.
that.
I don't really follow that too much. Sort of a witch hunt.
There is no fucking hell that she literally says, I'm going to do this and go there without notifying Trump. He knows that, but he's just playing here.
a continuation of the witch hunt.
Check your trending. The House is going to get shut down. Speaker Johnson's shutting down Congress until September to avoid a vote on the Epstein files. What a joke, bro. Like, they cannot stop this.
What I know about the president's heart on this is that he wants maximum transparency, but he's also very insistent.
Okay, fuck you. If there are certain things that you can play around with your power and stop it everyday shit, at least that like, okay, you being an asshole, understand. But if something is this clear cut, something that people wants, and you're going to abuse your power just to shut down Congress, just so nobody can vote on it, that is so much on the nose. After that, this guy should not be elected in anything. Like, this guy didn't get to power until people actually vote for him, right? Senators, I'm pretty sure he gets voted, right? So people like this get voted in their position. Why the fuck you voting for him then? If he can, it doesn't matter if you agree with him or not. If in the end of the day he can just say, I'm going to shut down the house if nobody can vote on it. That is point blank anti-democratic. That is literally using loopholes to point blank on the face thwarting something. That shit is next level. If he does that, like, I don't know what to think after that.
That we do not subject people who have already been victims of unspeakable crimes
Shut the
to
fuck
further
up.
public scrutiny. And it would be a dangerous thing. I would not be able to sleep at night because I know our legal responsibility. I understand what the legal standard is, but more than that, the moral
He's in
standard.
that.
Okay.
No.
Let's be honest.
Yes, sir.
So this is what I think they should do.
Find them guilty and hang them publicly. I mean,
Damn.
that's not over the top either. I'm ready. I'm over it. Disgusting.
I'm ready.
Was that surprising at all?
No, it's not surprising to me. I don't think this issue is going away over August. Sort of stick your head in the sand. Presidents have promised that these files would come out. This bill is moving. This is coming to a vote. We've got enough Republican co-sponsors of the bill such that when they sign it, and every Democrat signs this, we're going to force a vote on it. It's not going away.
Fucking based. Absolutely fucking based. In my opinion, I think they should release all the files. It doesn't matter who's implicated. It doesn't matter what the damage is.
Look, man, here's what I'm gonna say. Like your base instinct is that these people, the Speaker of the House and all those people who just saying, I'm not gonna let the file be out because it will hurt innocent. You think Trump told him to do that because everybody's following Trump, but I think you're forgetting that in first term that he had Trump, by the end of it, his own Republicans were literally turning on him. Who's that like turtleneck, the neck guy? I forgot the main guy that's no longer there. Whatever, the main guy, right? Who I just retired a year or so ago. Basically, literally came out against Trump like, oh, this is wrong. Trump shouldn't have done that. Many times. Republicans were completely going against Trump many times in the past. So this is not an issue where they would not say, fuck you, Trump. No, this is stupid. Trump is wrong. Just do this. So if they're just point blank agreeing with Trump saying, oh, victim, this, victim, that, makes me think that this, like that Speaker of the House guy is also in those files. Let's be honest. Why the fuck would he like be this like, okay, that is such a bullshit thing. What you mean? Again, this is like saying we're not going to have murder trial because newspaper and like everybody will talk about the victim and things that happened to the victim and we can let victim relive those memory so the murderer go free. What are you even talking about? What does victim already went through that shit? They're going to have nightmare for their whole life. They're going to need therapies. But at least they'll get justice. So this whole concept of victim, we can drag through them. And you can do many things if you want to keep them anonymous. You can do many things to keep them anonymous. Nobody's saying like, let's bring them on trial and put the camera on their face and show the world these are the victims. Release the fucking file. Who is in that file? And this is one of the most heinous thing on the planet, what this Epstein thing is. This is not some normal black and white type of crime. This is like effed up heinous crime. Crime so effed up that I can't even speak in YouTube because I know YouTube will go crazy just detecting my voice. Even though most people can't even understand what the fuck I'm saying a lot of times, as you people sometimes tell me, YouTube would instantly pick up what I'm saying. So, release the files.
Oh no, but then it's gonna collapse all of these people and it's gonna ruin their lives. Yeah, bro, that's the point. People are not gonna give up on this. They're not gonna get tired of it. They're gonna be mad as fuck about this for a long time.
Okay, so he's saying the people who are associated there, not the actual victims, but the people who are around it, who might have bad perception that they have nothing to do with this, but they were clearly in this because they're in the file. Is that what you're saying? Like some guy met Epstein, had nothing to do with the island and all the shit is happening, but if that guy is in the files for some reason because he just came there to meet and greet and went away, now that guy is screwed. Okay, you put out the context out there like this guy was not involved. After that, if people don't like that, people still like blame him as the internet do, that's fucking life. In the end of the day, nobody forced you to be buddy-buddy with Epstein. In life, you take risk. You go outside, you might crash in an accident. You're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna do like all the cases, like payouts gonna happen, somebody gonna go jail. You still died. This is real world. Risks are involved. And the way you associate with people, doesn't matter if you knew or not, there is a risk there. And this is one of those things. You give the nuance. If people don't like that and people still blame him, that's people. What you gonna do about it? right? You can't really like say like, okay, there is 0.001% chance that some guy somewhere in some corner of that video might get wrong impression and like his life gonna get ruined. If people like, like people are just so stupid and can't understand nuance, I mean, that's society. People are stupid in general. But that doesn't mean you're going to stop the justice and, so, like stop, like bad people from coming to light. That's just insane to me. Trying to ignore majority for insanely small percent of a minority that might get problem. We don't even know that. And even though we can protect them if we wanted to. And that's your argument for not bringing out this majority of people who are in the file, who are at the wrong, and who's going to keep doing the wrong because they didn't get caught. More people are going to suffer. Justice system is there to stop people from like suffering in the future as well. You're not letting that do it, right? You're not putting that out. So these people are going to continue to do that heinous shit because you don't want to put out the file. This is insane.
Time, man. And you were banned for less? I feel like if I said that, I would get in.
Hassan says that even liberal is bloodthirsty. And is this what left and liberal has become, that we're going to just put out statements and if it feels to us right, that's the reality? And this is not just left thing, it's also a Republican thing. Like I remember people saying like, I don't care what the fact is, I only care what people feel. That was the right-wing Republican view a few years ago when Trump was like, I'm pretty sure first time running or something. So yeah, I guess left is also adopting that shit. It's what I feel. You're just going to point blank state something without even knowing. Has Israel gone too far with all its like fucked upness and attacking Gaza and things? Yes, Netanyahu is behind all this shit. And yeah, that has gone too far. But like saying like all Israelis are bloodthirsty, like how is anti-Semitism rising now? Like it's that easy? You can't see nuance. You can't see like how they're surrounded by all the countries that want them gone. Not just like cooperate, but completely gone. Hamas is the actual thing that attacked Israel in the first place, that triggered all this. I guess none of that matters now, right? What is even this? Can they have done better? I don't know, maybe. But then again, I'm not there. Maybe there are no right answers. Maybe sometimes you have to do something, even if it's heinous. Maybe that's what Israel is going through. I don't know. I'm not living there. But I don't like what they're doing, obviously, like attacking left and right, attacking hospitals and shit where children are. That's just insanity when I think about it. But does that mean that when you take a step back, Israel is wrong and others are wrong? What are you talking about? One side is literally, led by a terrorist cell. And you're saying they are right? Just because they're getting screwed right now doesn't mean they're not in the wrong, right? This is like, like after World War II, somehow you felt bad for the, Nazis that ran away to like Argentina. You can't feel bad about terrorist cell. Now I get it, like innocent people are getting caught in the middle of this. That's the fucked up part. But that is why when terrorist cell rises, people need to rise up and say, fuck you, go away. Otherwise this shit will happen. This is like one of those things, like you need to suddenly Ukraine starts to bomb Russia now. And like a lot of innocent Russians are caught in the middle. What you going to say then, right? Maybe when like Kremlin decide to attack Ukraine, all the Russians should have rose up and said like, fuck you, I'm not with this. And like protest. You didn't do that, now it's going to be fucked up. Same thing with the Palestinian Gaza thing. When when they rose up and they were doing all this shit, people in mass should have protest because Hamas is minority compared to all the people that are living in Gaza. If they all protested like, no, this is not the right way of doing it, right? You're going to cause issues for us. Maybe this wouldn't have happened. Now Israelis have to do this and innocent people are getting caught, which is the fucked up part. But you can't just blame anti-Semitic or Israelis at the fault like, Hassan is doing here. Just point blank, even though liberal Israelis are bloodthirsty. Based on what you're saying that.
Trouble.
When more and more liberal Israelis, who are themselves most likely bloodthirsty as well,
I just say it, who cares, right?
You are left with a country packed to the fucking gills with the most inbred, uneducated, rabid, Haredi population.
That's crazy.
Asmongold got banned for
uneducated. So the most advanced country in that region is the uneducated. How did that happen then? How is the most most richer, most educated country in that region is uneducated? Based on what you're saying that? And if they're so educated and weak, how are they like flexing in every other country? Doesn't matter what country, Israel is single-handedly like attacking everyone. How are they doing that? Again, I don't agree with a lot of decisions Israel is making, but like, let's not muddy the water here. Like, let's step back. Why the fuck is this happening? What is the ideology of the people around it? What are they saying? Like, there can be no Israel. So what, you want them all dead? Is that what you're saying? And that's the moral support we have? Like, dead Israelis, that's what we want? Is that what you're saying? Well, you think that the entire country of Israel is going to move to somewhere else? Where?
Saying way less about Palestinians' culture. Yes, but he's ugly.
It's crazy that these are the two top clips.
On the other hand, you have obviously ISIS, which is, this terror cell that seemingly never attacks Israel and only kills Muslims. Weirdly enough, okay? Don't know what that's about.
This is like saying Hindus only kill Hindus. Yeah, because they live amongst Hindus and 90% are Hindus. ISIS is living in a place where they're surrounded by Muslims, so usually damage occurs there. They don't attack Israel, like, how they directly attack like that, and like, they probably knows like what's going to be the result of that. If Hamas was smart enough to do that, Gaza wouldn't be the way it's looking right now. So are you saying, like other terrorist cell should do what just Hamas is doing? Is that what you're saying? Like, and don't just make certain pattern. That's just stupid. If you make certain pattern like that with no basis or no nothing, like, what are you even saying?
I'm not going to point any fingers here.
I'm not going to
point any fingers here.
The race of the doctor. It was a Jewish doctor.
Off topic, Ozzy Osborne died. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I heard. R.I.P. to Ozzy Osborne. His wife sucks, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a big rock fan, but even I was like, damn, man, Ozzy died. What kind of an asshole? Like, okay, don't say anything on the stream. Just walk away. You don't have to read that comment. Oh yeah, Ozzy died, but his wife was an asshole. Like, okay, you don't have to say that. Hassan is not educated in certain ways. You can feel it when he speaks. He doesn't know what to say, how to say it, why you should shut up sometimes. He doesn't know none of this.
I don't know how he says stuff like this and nothing ever happens. What you said was insensitive, should not be banned. Well, I'm fine with getting suspended. If I break the rules, that's okay. I just think everybody else should be treated the same way. It's pretty simple.
And I wouldn't say anything, but he shits on you all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I know you're non-confrontational.
I am.
I make up for it on the other end.
You sure do.
Super confrontational. If they would only allow me to shoot everybody on the fucking...
All right, so guys, he really appreciates all of the kind words. Everybody, yep, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I will call you later.
The most inbred.
Happy birthday, dear Hassan.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. Like, Twitch is insane to me. Like, I don't know how that's like working. You can't have double standards like that. This is definition of double standard. Your biggest streamer is Asmon, and you're okay with banning him, but second biggest has to be protected. Why? Because you're this warped reality of, I don't know why you're thinking if someone's a minority, they automatically are like the person who's in right, and you automatically have to balance the scale. This is so communistic, right? I don't know why the world is getting into this place. If somebody's small, doesn't matter what, that small needs to be protected, whether they're right or wrong. Have you ever stopped and thinking maybe they're small because they're fucking wrong, and most people are not flocking to them? This is like, when World War II, people going, oh, look at those Nazis, right? Or look at the small people, like small group of people getting attacked by allies. Very small country attacked by all other countries. Not really, they were in the wrong. Like, small doesn't mean that they are in the right and like somehow getting all. They have this like disposition, like, okay, both things are equal, both are equal, but one is smaller, so we have to protect that. No, both are not equal. One is clearly at wrong and other is not. You just assume both are morally right. And if both are morally right, now we have to go into next step, which is who's the smaller. We have to protect that. That is, latest woke liberal mentality in a nutshell. They don't even think, oh, that's small, so we must be the one in wrong. Even in India-Pakistan thing, Pakistan is smaller, so they must be the one who needs to be protected. Who triggered this? Who's the one doing like terrorist attacks in India? Do you think this? Okay, it's just weird, man. This, a lot of things this is like just trigger me. Again, this has become 25-minute video. While total clips wasn't even like 7-8 minutes or something. But yeah, there you go. Alright, well, I'll see you next time.